This is the Star News Brief. I'm Joeli Regi. The rapid growth in the Jubilee government's appetite for expensive commercial loans over the last 9 years has been blamed for the country's worsening debt crisis. Economists have therefore warned that unless the government quickly renegotiates with its financiers to reschedule some of the huge loans, an economic recession would be inevitable. President Uhuru Kenyatta's Jubilee administration is accused of having opted to go for expensive commercial loans since assuming office in 2013, plunging the country into its worst ever debt quagmire. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing star 550 star 3#. Allies of Deputy President William Ruto have said they are not afraid of any political formation being weaved by their rivals ahead of the 2022 presidential race. The Deputy President's troops said Ruto has built a strong battalion of youthful politicians and ordinary Kenyans ready to take on any lineup in the August poll. The Stars established that Ruto's strategists concluded 3 months ago that the Deputy President should move away from the tribal kingpins and instead use the young Turks to drive his Hustler Movement versus Dynasties campaign. This strategy, insiders in Ruto's camp say, will give credibility to his rallying call that his 2022 is about ordinary Kenyans. The Nairobi Securities Exchange has suggested to the government to sell its stakes in profit-making parastatals to help plug budget deficits. NSE, in a memorandum to the National Assembly Finance Committee, suggests the sale of government stake in Kenya Pipeline Company, Kenya Airports Authority, and Kenya Ports Authority. In the advisory to the committee chaired by Homa Bay Woman Representative Gladys Wanga, the Nairobi Boss also recommended the sale of the National Housing Corporation. NSE further said substantive amounts can also be raised from Safaricom, Kenya Commercial Bank, KenGen, and Kenya Reinsurance Corporation. Doctors at the Bungoma Teaching and Referral Hospital have referred Beatrice Makoha to the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. This was after carrying out tests which include a CT scan and MRI to reveal the extent of the 3 kg mass that has been growing on her face for 20 years. Bungoma Medical Superintendent Dr. David Wanikina said the tests that were majorly done of her head and chest had shown that it might be a brain tumor that requires a team of specialized doctors to handle. Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu has said the country will form a task force and announce its position on the coronavirus pandemic soon. The president said that the country cannot isolate itself from what is happening across the world, and neither can it consume foreign information without analyzing it. She spoke on Tuesday during the swearing-in ceremony of the newly appointed government officials at State House in the capital, Dar es Salaam. The move is seen as a policy shift by the country under Suluhu's administration from the hard stand on the virus by her predecessor, the late John Magufuli. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing star 550 star 3#.